My name is Dakara.
And I'm Cupcakes.
And I'm Stillwaters.
Welcome to Tea with Cubes.
We had soundtrack for this one.
Love. Making up our own soundtrack.
I don't mean that kind of soundtrack.
Okay, somebody give us a song for the soundtrack.
What is love?
Baby, no.
That is not it.
No. Okay. Yeah, love languages.
Love languages. Okay, everybody online.
Love means having to say never sorry or something like that.
What are your
love languages? Everyone online.
Did you say what are your love language?
love language? Anyway, go to go to 5 love languages.
What did I say?
Love language.
Online. Google it. 5 love languages. And then you can take a test real quick. It's like 1 minute long, 1.5 minutes. You can
It's
take
like
a
how
test.
many questions?
I don't know.
I didn't count the number of questions, but it's quick.
There's
But
not that many.
yeah, not that many. But yeah, if you haven't taken the love languages is test,
Go take it right now.
go take it.
Or if you know your own, you can.
Yeah, if you know your own, start like let's start discussing. Okay.
Serena said, doesn't Serena sound like the race? Huh? Hillary.
Yes.
You're right.
Okay. Demi Jones said her love language is act of service.
Guess who's also act of service? Nene is act of service.
That was my second highest.
What was my second highest? I don't even remember.
What was my distance? Wait first.
My second highest was, oh my gosh, what was it? Gifts?
No, that was the third. No.
Receiving gifts was third.
Yeah, your
What was
Was
it?
acts of service. Your
No,
last
actually.
two were words of affirmation.
Yeah,
and physical touch. So
Okay,
quality
yeah.
time.
Quality time may have been my second
Wait,
one.
Nene for physical touch was what? 2 because
It was 4. I tied. I tied.
I was
No, four.
no.
4.
Wait, first, let me relax. Her physical touch was the lowest. No, second to lowest. That's what I'm saying. As for like that's the number of your points. Relax, Nene, chill. Your number 1 was what?
Acts of service.
Acts
It
of
was
service.
10.
So
I remember that being
so that's
10.
acts. Yes. And then Nene, this one was physical. Okay.
Huh?
Yes. Now physical touch was your second to lowest.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it was a tie though.
It even if it was a tie, it was still that one. Then what else did we have? Your next one after
What are we doing me?
What are you doing?
I just so that she will not confuse herself.
Why are we doing me though? Like,
Because you started with you.
oh, okay.
So let's just go down the line.
Okay.
So your axe was number 1. Your number 2 was gift or was it quality time? Your number 2 was quality time.
It was quality time.
Quick. Quality time, receiving gifts, physical touch.
2, then gifts, then physical touch, then physical touch. See physical touch here now.
Oh,
What are you?
So this is number 1, this is number 2. What was your number 3? Gifts.
Are you?
Your number 4 was physical. Your number 5 was
Look at it right
words
now.
of affirmation.
Look at it here.
Yeah.
so the information was number 5.
I'm not really sure what you're doing.
I don't know
Just so
either.
that should not be going back and forth.
Oh,
Okay.
Efe, yes, link for the quiz. Go to
It's
don't
five-
leave here. Listen, don't leave our. This
Don't
thing.
leave. Oh.
Yeah,
It's
but
5lovelanguages.com.
www.5 like this is the number 5lovelanguages.com and then you
Yes.
can find yours there.
don't log out of IG.
Hi,
Wago Silver. Okay.
Silver.
So those who are just joining, we just started talking about the love languages. So feel free to chime in with
Don't
your own
leave.
love languages, your top, and then your lowest, and then we'll start discussing everything. So like for you now, your number 1 was
Oh,
acts
your
of
top
service. What was my top one?
Yeah.
My top one was words of affirmation.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I see that. I can see that.
Yes. What was your top one?
Physical touch.
Of course.
We all know that. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
What
say
is that
way.
supposed to mean?
But we
Nothing.
know.
What is that
Hashtag,
supposed to
we
mean?
know.
Nothing.
I like hugs
That's good. We're not disputing that.
and I like holding hands
That's very good.
Hence why I said we know this.
and kissing is fun.
Oh, good. We're just gonna stop it there. Okay. Well, love languages are definitely. I don't want to call it a fad because it's not. But I think that people are
sorry.
beginning to see.
Okay, wait, hold on. Have we actually said what the 5 love languages are?
No, we haven't.
Okay.
Sorry.
So the 5 love languages are physical touch, Why are you laughing? Acts of service. Okay, to take the test, go to, remember, do not log out of IG Live. Go to 5 love languages, like the number 5, lovelanguages.com, and then you can take the test. It's really quick. Okay, so let's go again.
And somebody's laughing at me. Oh gosh, Marcus, what?
So physical touch, acts of service, words of affirmation, quality time, and receiving gifts.
So physical touch basically is, you know, things like holding hands.
So like your PDA.
But it's both.
Right.
What
do I
both?
mean?
It's both. It's actual like sexual touch and non-sexual.
Yeah.
So
as long as there's some physical connection.
It's like a spark.
But spark is not physical.
But you know, like when you have that spark, like, you know, if I touch you now, you know,
That's
like tapping current.
Tapping current.
Anyway, so that's what physical touch is. Acts of service is like you like it when someone does something for you. Like you prefer it when you
run an errand for me, please.
Like you prefer it. Like okay, maybe I'm using this as an example of Mr. Ben. Please don't come for me. But let's just say good is not online good. But let's just say, you know, Nene would prefer it if you go to buy gas in her car than if you say, hey, come, let me kiss you, baby.
That's right. It's alright. Yep. Full taco.
And you know, like for me, like if my husband said, oh, you know what, let me go take out the trash versus, you know, let me massage. Forget. The trash can stay here for the next 10 days, Joe. Please touch my feet. Touch my feet. Forget that. So that's acts of service. So like, you know, helping out with chores and errands and all that kind of things. Then words of affirmation. I think that was number 2 for. Wait, was it number 2?
That's my number just
1.
Telling them I appreciate you, I love you.
Words of affirmation was number 2 for me, and then quality time was next. Yeah. Words of affirmation. Yeah. So things like, you know, hyping them up and talking to them and you know and giving them compliments
to them with your words,
right? And then quality time, obviously spending time with your loved one. You don't have to like necessarily go out to spend time. You can just, you know, let's just sit down and watch TV.
You guys
know, let's just
TV.
Right. Let's just watch TV. Let's Netflix and chill, or you know, let's even just lie down together, not doing anything, or
you're literally just chilling.
You're just being with each other, being around each other, and then receiving gifts is, you know, you like receiving gifts, people. Please. Receiving gifts, people, you guys are doing a little too much because everybody that was talking about receiving, everybody that was talking about receiving gifts. Oh, I love it when my husband gives me diamonds. Oh, I like when I like when my husband gives me money. How about receiving gifts? No, it doesn't have to be expensive. If he comes back home
with a flower.
Not even because he said I was going back to the store.
Exactly.
And I know you would like this cake. So boom.
If they come and they say, you know what, I plugged this flower from outside here. It reminded me, it's a gift. That is all part of receiving gifts.
Okay, so Cody, it's not specific in marriage, but for relationships in general.
Yeah, for human relationships.
Yeah.
They have one for kids.
They have for kids as well.
They have for kids.
Parents and kids. Yeah.
Didi said in America, your love language better be acts of service. Hashtag no nanny.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Yes. Hashtag the lawn has to be called.
Facebook guys, people are not saying anything. Tell us what your love languages are. We want to hear if you've taken the test.
Yeah.
But so for me, my top one was physical touch, and then I think followed closely by words of affirmation, and something that this was done by, what's his name?
I actually
Dr. Gary.
Yeah.
Sure.
His name is Gary. But something that you should also know is that the same way you show love in these kinds of ways, the same way that, you know, like, okay, somebody like, let's say if words of affirmation is your love language, when he tells you that you're beautiful, you look like you're on a high. But then if he says, you know what, I'm not sure about your hair today, like that will bring you down so
and
much.
That's the thing with
it will hurt your soul, like, you know. And please, somebody like me, my husband says, your hair is, I'm like, that's your business.
Joy said her love language is all 5. Please, my friend, pick number 1.
That's not possible. Please, can you go and take the test?
Although, please, your husband said your own is money. So that means your number 1 is receiving gifts.
Yeah, receiving it, which is okay. Though.
That's fine.
That's fine.
That's
Hey.
what motivates you to do other things. Because really, I think the love language is around motivation to
Didi, what did I do?
stay in the
What
relationship.
does that face mean?
I don't know. I really think it's about motivation to stay in a relationship, because if you do stuff for me, then I'm invested in the relationship. I'm invested because I know you're going out of your way to do these things for me. So I know
that
that
it's not your love language,
Right.
because that's the thing. It's
right.
about
Alright.
it's
You're
not just like
sacrificing the time,
right.
or your being. You're really dying to sell, because if my husband to go put gas in my car, that means he has to drive to Costco. He has to bring out his card. He has to, that's
Like
a
to you, that is
sacrifice.
something to
He
you. It's like,
died to himself for that.
And then Ben, if you do that, she'll jump on you, because I'm pretty sure that your number one is physical touch.
Yeah.
Okay. So Ugo,
When you go and buy, go and buy gas for her every week.
Oh
eh?
my gosh.
so
That's not
Ugo's
for my guys.
is
Don't
Ugo's is appreciation, which I'm going to assume that is words of affirmation
Right.
for Ugo. Cody's is quality time and words of affirmation.
Instagram name.
Oh, sorry. Unfortunately, is quality time and words of affirmation. One thing I've noticed that, or rather, I won't say noticed, but I think might be general for most women, and maybe when I say most women, especially like maybe those who are now mothers for the most part, most of them will fall, at least not either their top two will be words of affirmation. Because when I think
How does that go about to a
Oh,
because the only reason I'm saying that
not acts of service. You're trying
acts of service and words of affirmation.
Okay.
Me, acts of
because
service was low for me.
oh wow,
Yeah.
my
But you had
my
words
top
of
two.
affirmation.
Receiving gifts was dead last.
But you had words of affirmation.
Yeah, my top two
Yeah, words of affirmation, yeah.
were words of affirmation and then acts of service. So I think for most women,
Yeah,
yeah,
I agree.
will be at least one of those two in your top. Just because, like, because there's so much that, as a woman, you're under a whole bunch of, like, okay, now
You're under pressure.
under pressure, like, there's the house, there's the kids, you still have your job to do, it's a lot of things that come out of you. And that's why, like, yes, acts of service, I'm stressed, I'm frazzled, the children, one child is pulling my leg here, the other one is pulling my hair here. Honey, can you just help me boil rice?
That's why I get right.
Do you notice why all our examples with food? Hell, God.
Because really, food is the thing that is
I
the
see-
center of
I
your
see a
whole.
lot
It's
of-
really the core.
When I ask people on my thingy, I say a lot of acts of service, a lot of words of affirmation, and quite a bit of quality time as well.
Yeah.
Quality time is big for people who families and single people. I think that quality time is really a general one. Like, you can find all categories of people is what I'm saying. Married, single, dating, whatever. You can find them in that
I like
category.
quality time.
Quality time it depends. You know what? I think that everybody has a little piece of each of the 5 love languages. Just
Everybody does.
one
Everybody
is
does.
more dominant,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And for me, quality time is very hard for me, because I say to myself, okay, unless I am physically doing something, I am engaged in that time, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense for me to sit, and let me tell you something, in my house this causes a lot of contention, because my husband prefers to sit in front of television and do absolutely nothing, and expects that I will also sit
down
in front of TV and watch his
quality
show
time.
for no, and I'm
Okay.
like, in my brain I'm like, oh my god, laundry, oh my god, this,
Right.
oh my god, I have to
But
bring
see-
some papers,
But
oh my
you
god,
see,
all these things
hold that
going
thought.
on in my brain.
Hold that thought. I know we're all talking about our own individual love languages, but one thing we should not, forget or let it slip is we also need to, when we also find out whatever, like, our spouses love languages are.
Make sure
Yeah.
We need, it's something we need to
that.
attend to that, because
Definitely.
sometimes, as a woman, it's very hard to just be like, maybe because I'm tired, it's all me.
Right.
Give me this, show me this, buy me that, tell me this.
Right.
I mean, still buy too, but
A job of
is that not what I say? My love language is all fine. But let's also try. That word is try.
Don't try, do it.
No,
I think
but you
Ugo-
just do it like Nike
Nike
and Cap.
Ugochire said, well,
Ugo said he doesn't care about gifts.
Well, hers is words of affirmation.
Yes.
So she
That
would
was-
like,
yeah,
so
she
like
prefers-
she prefer
like-
her husband to tell
tell
her
her,
like you're doing a good job, you know,
And that's-
I
and
love
that's
you,
me
things like
too.
that, like I love you
Yeah.
and all of that.
Yeah.
That's what
And that's
keeps her
me
going.
too. So like now, as we're talking about, you know, you don't want to be a couch potato, like uncle, you know. Sometimes
I find it really unproductive.
yeah, but sometimes I mean I'm not saying it's all the time. But if you know we all you know
If
give
you play to
if-
his love language,
But I-
but I mean I won't say all the time.
Not
right?
all the
Not
time.
But you know
Wait,
maybe
you were talking to me?
a lot of us we're talking to
Oh,
everybody.
because I was like, girl, you already, already know.
no, I think what Kiki is trying to say basically is
Wasn't I
don't
explaining
just
myself
forget
well?
you were. It's taking you such a long time to just get to the point.
Look here, people know that I have to. Okay, sorry, explain.
Well,
Wait, wait.
Adabo, what does
Adabo said we need to love our spouses the way they want to be loved, not the way we want to be loved, and vice versa.
Well, that's true.
Yes.
Oh yeah, explain what I was trying to say, please.
So,
since apparently
no.
I'm not explaining it well, or I'm talking too
You're
much.
just a bit wordy.
Yeah.
You have been under
Did
so
you know
much
wait,
stress
wait,
this
but
whole week.
isn't her
This,
thing-
this whole week.
wait, but did she not say her top of
Thank you,
affirmation?
thank you.
That's why she
Nice.
likes to talk.
Thank
oh my
you.
god, that's why she
Did
likes
you
to
ju-
talk.
Kiki,
No, but-
I'm going to affirm you right now.
No,
I
but
love
Kiki,
you.
though.
Stop.
No, let me tell you why.
I
no,
love
no,
you.
but let me tell
I'm
you.
out of
No, but let me tell you why. Everybody talks to Kiki on the phone.
Yeah, that is
Everybody
true.
does.
That is true.
Kiki calls people and they
Yeah.
call her, and she spends
That
hours
is
talking
true.
to people.
That is
That
true.
is why.
Because of words of affirmation.
Oh my! Do you know what we used to call Kiki when she was a baby? Chatterbox.
Wait, but I'm really
Because
confused
she
as to
talk-
how this relates to
No, because she likes talking. So words of affirmation. So she prefers
words.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
the
prefers
words.
verbal communication.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I see. That
oh
makes
my
sense.
god! This
Oh wow,
is-
did the
this
light
is
bulb
a
just
lot.
get on all your heads?
Apparently.
Yes.
And I like to do things, so I guess, yeah.
Hey, see, if you get break.
Yes, keep going. F.A. Okudu made a great point.
But you would want not all the time as for like to do what you know the
Your
other
spouse
spouse
wants.
wants, but you would want yours to be all the time, and that is true.
Yeah.
Like let's not lie.
Let's
It's
just be
true.
fair.
Excuse me,
No, but
Rexy, stop talking and tell us what your love language is.
I
Stop
know.
talking about other people.
I shall not say that.
Bring your
Own.
own.
Oh, yeah, bring your own.
But yes, you should not expect your spouse to, or your significant other to show you your kind of love all the time if you are not willing to show them
All the time,
that kind of love
Yeah.
all the time. It's a two-way street. It
And
is.
love, I do want to say that love languages change over time.
I think sometimes they do.
They do. They evolve. Is what I want to say, because the
I don't know if they will
relationship-
change so much, but like
the
maybe like
relationships they'll
maybe the top two might change. A
they will
little.
evolve because your life evolves, things change, the children become more self-sufficient, they don't need you as much. Then finally now we're looking for maybe words of affirmation now because we're just sitting at home, or it's now quality time because we don't have any kids to run around, or you know, we used to be so busy. Even if you're single, maybe you had a job that was really demanding, and now you're at a job that is a little slower, and your love language is going to change to quality time because now you have the time to spend with somebody. You see what I'm saying? So
No, but it's not
I
about having the time. It's about you wanting to actually spend that time.
Right.
Would you
Yeah,
want
yeah,
to
yeah,
spend
you-
the time?
if you don't have the time, your mind really never goes there.
And that's true.
That's what I think. If you don't have it, your mind really never goes there. Like
because like for example, like let me was like for me, which was I mean like you said over time as we are all growing older and stuff,
Right.
you know, your love languages change. I was actually shocked that my two lowest was physical touch and quality time. Now the quality time one, which shocked me, it was more of like I think by the time I was thinking about it, I am actually full-time in parent/mommy mode and work
All the
mode
time.
all the time.
Yeah.
And it made me realize that like, whoa, okay, maybe, you know, I do need to take a step back sometimes, you know, and actually be like, okay, let me go, actually do spend more time with the husband. Now, like all of you know,
Do you know his love language?
I know his love language.
You know his primary love
I
language?
know his primary love language. Let me not say it online, please.
You can't, because you said my husband's primary love language.
No, that was a joke. We don't know that's even the truth.
I said
Yes.
I'm sure his is physical.
He's online. I did well, if you want to say, oh, he can say.
But the thing
What
about
is
it is that most men, we all know, most men.
I don't know if most men
Most.
use physical touch.
Even the
though.
pastor said it. Most men.
No, they said most men, like
Most men.
their number one need is,
It's physical touch.
It's going to be between physical touch and quality time for
Yeah.
most men. You know.
It's not, it ain't no acts of service. We know that much.
That's right. They're not going to tell you, please help me and mow the lawn.
Some people like it. Some people like it.
Some men like
some men
that.
like-
You know,
like it.
I know a guy who I think like, cause like when we were friends, like, oh, Anita, you know my birthday is in December. You know you have to buy me a gift, and I'm
Wow.
like, okay. We're in June. My birthday was like 2 weeks ago. Did you buy me anything for my birthday?
Yeah.
Why are you talking to me about I should buy you a birthday present? No, I'm not buying Jack.
Yeah. So some people like it. Some men like words of affirmation.
Yes.
Like words of affirmation, I
Yes.
think is a
Because it's
yeah,
like
The kind of things that-
it's
the
like
kind of
an
things
ego
that you-
boost.
the
Yeah.
kind of things you
Eh?
say to them,
Yeah.
like if you
It's
talk
a
down to them,
Yeah.
or if you say anything slightly negative, like it brings them down a lot.
Oh, okay. Ugo says
Quality time.
I asked my husband his love language. He said 100% attention of of her attention.
So quality
of
time.
That's quality time. Yeah, and that's what we're
Yeah.
saying. Because
words
a
of
lot of
affirmation, quality time, physical touch.
yeah, because
Somewhere,
there are
none of all
sometimes
of those two places.
there's sometimes that my husband, let's say he comes home from work, and this is where like okay, obviously like okay, let me say obviously his main love language is physical touch. Like he will come home from work, even though he's tired though, and all that. And yes, me, I've already been working. By the time he already comes home, I'm already dealing with the kids. I'm trying to make dinner and all that one. And he really comes and he just wants to hug me, right? But as he's trying to hug me, I sometimes am restriction because I'm like, guy.
I'm busy
chill,
right now.
this one, I need to go and cook.
But you need to play to
I
his
know.
love language.
So a lot of times, Yaki,
Very hard.
a lot of
Very
times, Yaki tells me, I just want a hug. Can you just hug me?
Yeah.
I know.
And
Honey.
I know how honey buddy. So that's something that I know a lot of times. Like I have to keep on reminding myself that
This is that booze love.
that this
love language.
is it. This is it. I mean, yes, most guys want like I excess with you and I'm like, bruh, chill. But
Yeah.
small, it's baby steps.
I do
You
think
know.
that there's a big contention, and I've heard this with
But
many people.
sorry.
Oh.
Let's say something.
Yeah.
Let me tell you why. What?
What of affirmation?
Come on, I talk too much.
Wow.
Okay, continue. Sorry.
Okay, no. One other reason why I know when he comes home and it's like that hug, and then there's that friction for me, and he gets him down. When I people know when we were dating and even when we got
We're not
married,
gonna get there. We're not gonna go
Like,
there.
we were
all day love.
yes, and like our first few months of marriage, it was, obviously it was just me and him.
What is this?
Alexa, let's get physical. physical. But like, he was used to me reciprocating his,
Yeah.
he wants to hug
Advances.
me, he wants to
But
hold
your
my
mind is
hand.
not occupied with all the other-
Exactly. And like Ugo said, it's impossible with kids. And then like you said too, once the children start coming in,
I think so.
my mindset
Change.
It's not impossible. It's doable, but
it's very
harder.
It's harder.
I was talking to someone, chatting with somebody, was it 2 weeks ago? And in the middle of conversation, this chick just bounced. I think she lives in England. Yeah, she lives in England. In the middle of conversation, she just bounced. Like, I didn't hear from her again. Somebody was asking me a question. I didn't hear from her again. But the following morning, it was, hey, what's up, Barry? So here's what happened was that I needed to show my husband some love.
No.
Yep. And that was why she stopped.
Okay, so I will say something though.
Wait,
I-
you want to read Nike's
Okay. Yeah, so Nika says my hubby loves physical touch too. Stroking of his hair, hugs and kisses. That's
Last
one.
one.
I know that, Nika. I'm happy when I come home and
So
he has fed
that
the
would
kids
be-
already.
That'd be acts of service.
Acts of service.
Yes.
But physical touch is one of those things that are, there's a fine line in that physical touch, because I feel like a lot of men, yes, we acknowledge that it's physical touch, but you also must acknowledge that it cannot always be sexual. Like you have to make sure you draw in a good balance between sexual and not, because there's nothing that is more irritating than every time you see me, it has to be a sexual touch.
Like why? Me? I am not a doll.
I feel like I'm
not a sex bunny.
I may appreciate your love language more if it's not always
on.
Yeah, like it's not, and it's not like you're going to the bed or anything, but like your hands do not always have to be placed somewhere that implies that it's always sexual.
Like, why your hand gotta be here?
Why? I don't understand. These people are crazy. I don't understand. So I think that is, so when you're with somebody or you're married to somebody that they're physical touch, and we're talking about opposite sexes now.
You know, but okay, so people should just, for somebody like me now that is physical.
Please, exactly. I really want to hear you from you.
I love.
Yeah, there we go.
No, I love holding hands. I love, connecting like this. I'm touching my hair. I'm touching your hair. I love hugs. Let me tell you something. This was like maybe 10 years ago, right? There was a guy that liked me so much. I'm like, I'm not really interested. This guy kept trying. I was not interested. So then he came to visit me with one of his friends. We went out, right? Me, him, and his friend. We went out somewhere, and he just kept trying to talk to me and telling me all these things. And I was just like, I'm really just like. And then his friend, I guess, saw that I was uncomfortable. And then he came and I was like, hey, Anita. He grabbed my hand. Till today, I remember the moment that this guy grabbed my hand. Till today. Wow. He grabbed my hand and we walked away, and I was just like, thank you for rescuing me.
Oh wow.
Till today I remember that moment. And that's how, like, to me, physical touch is such a big thing.
So
when I'm with my husband, I like if we're just driving, even when we are driving, we are driving, holding hands, or one, she's changing gear.
Okay, but do you find that there should be a line?
Right, it's not all the time that that there's sex involved. Not all the time, but that's why.
All things of a sexual nature.
It doesn't have to be, because sometimes I'll be like, okay, dude, we don't need to be driving your hands on my boob. Like, okay, can you stop? Okay. Because he used to do it. Like, when we first got married.
So you guys have the same love language?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that is the primary love language. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I don't know if this has changed over time, but
like Joy said, there's physical touch and there is sexual touch.
But it's all
under physical
umbrella.
Yeah.
Touch.
Now with friends though, we can't really, unless that's how your relationship is, but like with physical touch, it's just a lot of like,
it has to be a lot of non-sexual.
Yeah, that'd be like hugs and that kind of thing with friends. And I think that all the other ones kind of play the same way they play in a marriage, like acts of service.
Like some of your friends would prefer
words of affirmation,
right?
That kind of thing. But words of affirmation I found with friends is one of the most, for people who don't understand words of affirmation like myself. I don't get it. I get it, but I don't get it. I don't get how you can be so down from like somebody not telling you that they really care for you, that kind of thing. But it is the most trouble causing
thing between friends.
Yes. If you have a friend that words of affirmation, not with their husband, but between friends, and they feel like it's not being given, like the relationship seems to like fizzle, right? Yeah. And you over there that's not your love language, you're like, what the hell?
No, but that's the thing though.
Right now?
I think it's important within friendships to also kind of put that in your mind, like, okay, this is my friend. What kind of, like, what are the things I've noticed that she likes?
Right.
So it's up to you to try. You don't necessarily need to tell them. Or maybe you can say, hey, look, I did the 5 love languages. Why don't you do the 5 love languages? And then you tell me. And then whenever you find out what it is, then maybe try to play to that as well. You're not doing these things so that, you can feel like, oh, look at me, I'm doing it.
Right.
You're doing it because they like it, because they appreciate it.
You want the relationship to grow.
Right. It's not about what can they do for me. You're doing it out of
right. And that's what I'm saying. That in order for that relationship to be successful, somebody like me you have to work
on in
overdrive. Like you have to be conscious of the fact that this is what this person needs for this relationship to survive.
To blossom.
Yeah, it's like acts of service is good. Oh, we can go do something, whatever, quality time. But that words of affirmation is very, very hard for people who don't, even in a marriage.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to do it, like that's not part of your makeup, it's very hard for you to get that across. You see what I'm saying? Very hard.
So let me say how something can work now. Since we are wrapping
2
up.
minutes.
Yes. So this is what's the word I'm looking for now? I'm looking for a word. Maybe when I start to say it, someone can give me a word. So if you, the woman, your love language is acts of service, husband is physical touch. Husband comes home from wherever it is, gym or work or whatever, without him expecting anything, because he doesn't really expect you to do this. Go to him. Hi honey, how are you? Don't kiss him or hug him. And just
You really thought about this, but
relax now. It's for everybody's good. Hug him, how was your day? I'm happy you're good, blah blah. Do you know, more than 50% of the time it's going to be like, oh, I'm good. So what's up? Do you need me to do anything?
Need to help with something.
Nene?
I think
That's when I enter.
and they will always speak.
Oh Jesus, why go to just try it?
Anyway, people should try it.
Try it.
But try it, see
Listen,
what happens.
thanks everybody for logging on today. We've had a very lively discussion. I thank everyone for coming.
What is the name of that website again?
Go to 5lovelanguages.com, as in the number 5, lovelanguages.com, and take the test, and then come back here and let us know on our Instagram and Facebook.
Do it with your friends,
let us know.
family.
Wait, you said
Let us know what let us know what, and there is a book.
Yeah, I have
there
a
are
book.
several books about it. And then we'll see you guys next week for another episode. After that, we have 2 weeks break. But next week, we're going to be shaking some tables.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh God! In fact,
We tell them now.
Come back.
Come back.
tell them now.
Yeah, let me tell you. Let me just say.
Let's tell them.
We are drinking
No.
wine today. Next week is going to be
Why
something
not?
harder. You didn't drink the wine.
You
Should I take it
Anyways,
out?
but
What is
come
wine
back
called?
next week, and don't forget this week to have a sip with somebody you love. People should sip now.
Oh, yeah.
I've been
People not be
sipping.
sipping.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Sip
Yeah.
with somebody you love.
I
I will tell you the episode for next week. Let me tell you guys. I want to give you guys extra.
Bye.
Do women love their children more than men love their children?
Oh my goodness.
Shake the table.
Yes, we do.
All
I'm
right.
breaking it down.
Peace
down.
out, y'all.
All right. Bye.